it's the cheapest Focus ST in the UK. If not, it is now.
The one with the low compression.
Good.
No head. What, are you going to give me head?
Dirty, innit? Hello and welcome. Not to me though. To this over here. Now what we're calling this is the cheapest Focus ST in the UK. Our friend, who is very clever, thought it'd be a brilliant idea to buy a Focus ST for a daily. We should add that he did look at the normal suspects such as Fabio VRSs, pretty much anything with a PD 130 in it, or 150, because Cooper's got 150 in it. Yeah. So, and somehow we ended up with a 2.5 litre 5-cylinder Focus ST, which there's a reason why we're calling it the cheapest Focus ST in the UK.
Whoa, Tiger! No, I want that one.
No, that's TDC anyway.
Yeah, that's number one.
You need to move. Yeah, but look at the top of the cylinders, mate.
Mate, you be a
Mate, there's so much crap on the top of those pistons. So what's that? Cylinder 3?
Yeah.
Which was?
The one with the low compression.
Good. Oh.
I've got pictures anyway.
What's cylinder 5 look like then?
Ooh.
I think that cylinder 5's the best man alive.
We need to work out what that is. We need to work out whether that's fuel or oil.
It's not oil because it's too clear to be oil.
I think regardless, mate,
What's too clear?
But you can see straight through the liquid onto the piston.
So no head?
No head. What, are you going to give me head?
No, mate, I was making that fucking meme reference. You know that guy that's like stood on the side of the road with his skateboard and he's like on the phone to someone, he's like, oh, so no head? And then just fucking snaps his skateboard.
Yeah,
throws his phone and snaps his skateboard.
You can see straight through onto top of the piston. So if that was oil, you wouldn't see it, would you? It's too clear to be oil.
That's pink, mate. Look at it.
Yes, I'm just saying that's too clear to be oil. So it's not oil.
That's cooler than oil.
Fuck.
Mate, your liners are gone. Goodbye.
Really haven't.
Yeah, that's kind of the state of the engine, really. 3 cylinders full of water. Now we should add that it did drive here, and when I mean drive, it was obnoxious, like every other Focus ST is. So this can only go one of two ways, really. We're either going to fix it and he will drive it and enjoy his new daily.
Blow it up again.
Or it'll get blown up again.
It'll be one after the other. It's Nathan.
It'll be one or the other. Yeah, so you can come with us on this journey of finding out what is wrong with this. It's apparently had a block mod done already, but I have also experienced Focus STs that have had block mods done and head gaskets have gone a year after they've been done, so I don't know. Come along for the party, I suppose. It's going to be a fun one, just as soon as we can get it inside here. As you can see, whoever stripped this down and done the head gasket on it before has
Respectable builds. Respectable builds.
What, you mean like... Yeah, but he didn't respect the threads though, did he? Like, what happened to that? The camera won't even focus on it. Like, yeah, pretty much all the... Luckily, it's only the spark plug cover bolts. So I guess there's a video in that in how to fix
Don't need them, mate.
threads. But let's get the cam cover off.
Oh.
Oh. What have you just broke? First things first, unbolting the rocker cover, cracking them all off, going over them with a ratchet, and then quickly buzzing them off with the gun. Archie's working down the right hand side to undo with the wiring loom, untuck it, get the ECU out of the way and everything tucked to the right hand side of the engine. He's then going along and cracking off the inlet manifold bolts and trying to undo a fuel pipe. Inlet manifolds off. Having a little look around to see what's going on. And Nathan's trying not to break his scuttle panel. What? Next up, gun the engine mount bolts off, 4 of them off, take the mount off so then we can drop the engine to get the water pump off, tensioner off, and then slackers off the cam belt to remove the cams.
Nice.
Next up, camshafts out, intake, then the exhaust.
That was the year the only got us chocolate for Christmas.
So we've got to take the head off now. Everything else is off. For some reason they're 14 mils, which is not very Ford size. Although it could be because they're replacement head bolts, because it has had a head before. Yeah. Naif's crying in the corner. You're struggling there, mate. Dirty, innit? But why is there sealant there? What is that? Yeah, that's sealant. Interesting. This is what happens when you have a shit in your car. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. Top of the block is clean. Just a few more places that we've got to finish off. Scotch Brite at the top of the piston heads, just to get some of that carbon buildup off. I think that is mainly down to the mapping, just because of the impure amount of flames that this thing chucked out the arse of it. So there's that. We've also turned over the engine and just checked the inside of the liners. We are fairly confident that there is no crack liners in there. With water residue being in all 3 of them and all 3 of them being low on compression, I'd see it as very unlucky that 3 liners have broke. So we're very happy that it's going to be head gasket, which makes this UK's cheapest Ford Focus a little bit more cheaper. Now, the head has been taken off to K&B Engineering to get skimmed and pressure tested. Pressure testing is going to tell us that the valves are seating correctly, that there's no valve leakage or anything like that. Either they are going to relap the valves or we're going to do them, but we've also got new stem seals to go in. So play it by ear and see what happens. We dropped it off to him Thursday. So we were hoping for a phone call Friday. We haven't had a phone call yet. So whether that's because the machine's not set up, it's not been done, or what, we don't know. We're going by no news is good news at this point. For some reason, the water pump was covered in sealant. Not really ideal. What do you want around a water pump? There was a paper gasket underneath it as well. So we're kind of putting it down to that maybe it's had a cam back done before, and then they've just reused the water pump. Or it had a cam belt done, and then they reused the cam belt and reused the water pump when the head was taken off last time and the block mod was done. That we can only make guesses at, and I'm not here to call into question anyone else's work. So that is where we're at. Now that is as far as we've got to this point. We're just waiting for the head to come back now. We've got the head gasket kit here waiting. We've just got to get some oil, coolant, oil filter, and try and get Nathan to buy a PCV valve, which you'll see why in the next video. Obviously it's first go through, first video, so you just have to bear with us, and hopefully it should pick up. And I mean, there's plenty of stuff in here for future videos. So stay tuned, like and subscribe and all of that YouTube-y stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.